Good morning, all of you. After the revision of few of our English chapters from First Flight and Footprints Without Feet, we now move towards Social Studies Lesson 3, that is Cultural Heritage of India, Sculpture and Architecture. Now, we had already done in our first chapter of SS, that was Natural Heritage, Cultural Heritage, but more we did on Natural Heritage. We had also done in the first chapter related to our, you can say, various tribes that came to India and many more things. And the definition of cultural and natural heritage by now you must be knowing very well. But still, in short, what is natural heritage? That is anything that is bestowed or you can say gifted to us by nature is called natural heritage, like mountains, hills, rivers, etc. And cultural heritage means that heritage that was created due to the effort and intellectuality of human being. So in this chapter, let's move ahead with cultural heritage of India, but specially related to sculpture and architecture. So let's start, and you will be also enjoying this chapter with some short, you can say, documentary films, and which will make for you this sculpture and architecture words more clear, and various, you can say, stepwells of Gujarat and art and architecture of Gujarat especially will be shown to you in the short movies. But at present, let's start with the textual part. That is, India is world famous for what? That is for its rich cultural heritage. That is monuments and the other things that were created by human being. For that, India is world famous. Like you can say Adalatni Vav, Qutub Minar, Taj Mahal, and Std Ss L. All over India, we have rich cultural heritage, and for that we are famous. The art of sculpture and architecture has brought a unique identity to India. Unique means very different, very special. मतलब एक अलग पहचान इंडिया की है on the world map, and ये अलग पहचान हमें किसने दिलवाई? That was the art of sculpture and architecture of ancient time. Now the town planning of Indus Valley civilization, that is of ancient India, was greater than contemporary town planning of the world, and it is very remarkable. Remarkable means noticeable. जैसे हम कहते हैं that wow, this planning is awesome, is best. So that way Indus Valley civilization का जो उस समय का जो town planning था वो greater था, या I would say better था than contemporary world town planning. Contemporary means उस ज़माने की जो town planning थी world के अलग अलग countries में, तो अगर compare किया जाए तो Indus का best था. Sculpture, now your one marker. Sculpture means what? It means जैसे मूर्तियाँ बनाना, to carve the feelings on stone. मतलब कि एक पत्थर में से मूर्ति बनाना या स्टैचू बनाओ, बट उसमें फीलिंग्स होती है उस आदमी की जो उसे स्कल्प्ट कर रहा है. सो यू कैन सी दोज फीलिंग्स ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग दैट इज बीइंग carved out. It could be any like the sculptor of a dancer, or it could be of a god or of a goddess. लेकिन इसमें फीलिंग्स कार्व होती है स्टोन पे, या कई बार ये स्कल्पचर ऑल्सो मीन्स टू कार्व द फीलिंग्स ऑन वुड ऑल्सो और ऑन मेटल विथ हैमर एंड चीजल. अब हैमर एंड चीजल यू मस्ट बी नोइंग. हथौड़ा, राइट. चीजल दैट इज ऑलवेज हैमर के साथ जो और एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज करते हैं टू कार्व this stone or metal is called chisel. So once again, or proper definition you can learn from here. The art of shaping figures or design with facial expressions on that particular stone that is sculpted. In round or in relief professionally performed, तो या तो ये पत्थर के ऊपर एक राउंड पत्थर के ऊपर या कोई बहुत ही प्रोफेशनली इसको स्कल्प करते हैं लोग विद द हेल्प ऑफ हैमर एंड चीजल. इसे हम कहेंगे स्कल्पचर, राइट. और आर्किटेक्चर क्या हुआ? तो आर्किटेक्चर मीन्स, सिंपल मीनिंग ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर मीन्स आर्ट ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन. जैसे कई लोग कहते हैं कि ये बिल्डिंग तो बहुत ही आर्टिस्टिक वे कंस्ट्रक्ट किया गया है, तो वो जो आर्ट है उसे हम कहेंगे आर्किटेक्चर. वो आर्ट ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन जो हम देख रहे हैं दैट इज़ आर्किटेक्चर. और जैसे नया घर जब लेते हैं तो वास्तु पूजा करवाते हैं हम, तो वो वर्ड वहीं से आया है. दैट इज़ द वर्ड वास्तु इज़ यूज्ड फॉर आर्किटेक्चर इन संस्कृत लैंग्वेज. तो आर्किटेक्चर इज़, यू कैन से इंग्लिश वर्ड, लेकिन इसी को अगर हम संस्कृत में कहें तो हम उसे वास्तु कहेंगे. एंड इट इज़ वेरी मच फेमस. इन दिस रेफरेंस, आर्ट ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्टिंग बिल्डिंग्स, हाउसेस, टाउन्स, wells, forts, minares, मतलब कि you must be knowing minares, we will see later on also, pillars like Qutub Minar, फिर temples, mosque, tomb मतलब कब्र, mosque मतलब मस्जिद, ये सब जो बने थे वो सारे उनके कंस्ट्रक्शन को, और आज भी जो बन रहे हैं इन सब के कंस्ट्रक्शन को हम कहेंगे आर्किटेक्चर. स्किल ऑफ आर्किटेक्ट मतलब ये जो प्रोफेशनल है, राइट, ये उसका प्रोफेशन है. और जो आदमी आर्किटेक्चर को अपनाता है एज अ प्रोफेशन, उस ह्यूमन बीइंग को हम कहेंगे आर्किटेक्ट. सो द स्किल ऑफ दैट पर्सन इज सीन इन हिज आर्ट ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर. लाइक यू कैन सी ओवर हियर very clearly in those days how the chariot temple, and further more in detail you will see in the short videos later on. And this is the, you can say, a pillar that is constructed, the temple is in the surrounding over here, and many more Hindu temple architecture of our ancient India. Now next, ancient Indian town planning. Now बहुत ही पुराने ज़माने में, लाइक सेंचुरीज बैक, इंडिया के टाउन भी प्लान होते थे. तो ये किस तरह से प्लान होते थे? तो उसमें भी एक्सपर्टाइज चाहिए थी. ऐसे कोई भी आके टाउन प्लान नहीं करता. टुडेज टाउन प्लानिंग यू कैन नेवर कंपेयर विथ एंशिएंट टाइम, क्योंकि यू विल सी हाउ व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दैट यू कांट कंपेयर एंशिएंट एंड टुडेज टाउन प्लानिंग. क्योंकि आज कहीं पे भी बिल्डिंगें खड़ी हो जाती है, मॉल्स एंड गार्डन्स एंड व्हाट नॉट, लॉट्स ऑफ केओटिक कंडीशन. लेकिन एंशिएंट टाइम इंडिया के जो टाउन्स होते थे वो प्लान्ड होते थे. उनकी जो गटर सिस्टम थी, या जैसे रोड जो कंस्ट्रक्ट होते थे वो, और घर कैसे बनाते थे, घर का मेन दरवाज़ा किस और होना चाहिए, द मेन एंट्रेंस, बहुत सारी चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखते हुए, हेल्थ और हाइजीन को ध्यान में रखते हुए लोगों ने एंशिएंट इंडिया में अपने टाउन प्लान किए थे. सो दैट इज़ व्हाई आई सेड कि आज के टाउन्स की कोई कंपैरिजन उसके साथ नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि तब की बेस्ट थी. एंड सो इंडिया इज acquired expertise in the field of town planning. Many such towns have been found out during archaeological excavation work. Now what do you mean by archaeological? Archaeological excavation मतलब जैसे कई बार, अभी तो हम बाहर नहीं निकलते, लेकिन जब निकलते थे तब शायद तुमने रास्ते पे देखा होगा कि बहुत बड़े खड्डे हैं, या नॉट नेचुरली बारिश की वजह से ऐसा कुछ, बट लोग खड्डे, गवर्नमेंट के लोग ये जो रोड कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं या जो भी कुछ रिपेयरिंग वर्क होती है, तो बहुत बड़ा एक खड्डा वहाँ पे करना पड़ता है उनको, तो वो हम कहेंगे एक्सकवेशन. हाँ, लेकिन वो आर्कियोलॉजिकल एक्सकवेशन नहीं है, राइट. तो वहाँ पे एक बोर्ड लगा रहता है, एक्सकवेशन वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, टेक डाइवर्जन, मतलब रास्ता बदलो, यहाँ पे काम चल रहा है, राइट, एक्सकवेशन का। लेकिन हम ये बात कर रहे हैं आर्कियोलॉजिकल एक्सकवेशन, मतलब कि फिर बहुत सालों के बाद जो रिसर्च करने वाले लोग थे, हिस्टोरियंस एंड द अदर रिसर्चर्स, व्हाट दे डिड वाज दे एक्सकवेटेड, मतलब कि ज़मीन की खुदाई के बाद उनको डीप डाउन कई सारी चीज़ें मिली थी। उन्होंने आर्कियोलॉजिकल स्टडी की, उसकी उस मिट्टी की स्टडी की, वहाँ पे जो टूटी फूटी चीज़ें मिली उसकी स्टडी की। फ्रॉम दैट वी गॉट lot many information over here. So what they found was, and they understood and they gave us the information, that the towns were divided into 3 sections. Fort of rulers, मतलब citadel कहेंगे उसको। तो सबसे ऊपर कौन रहता था उस टाउन के जैसे हाइट पे, तो रूलर्स। फिर सेकेंड लेवल पे और मिड लेवल पे रहते थे हाउसेस ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स। हाँ, लेकिन ये टाउन का थोड़ा ऊपर का हिस्सा था। अब लोअर पार्ट ऑफ द टाउन में कौन रहता था? कॉमन पीपल, उनके घर थे। सो वंस अगेन, फोर्ट फॉर रूलर्स कंस्ट्रक्टेड ऑन द अपर पार्ट ऑफ द टाउन। अपर पार्ट ऑफ द टाउन वॉज सेफ, प्रोटेक्टेड विथ हाउसेज हैविंग 2 to 5 रूम्स। और लोअर पार्ट में हैंडमेड ब्रिक्स के बने घर थे फॉर द लोकल पीपल। And people of Indus Valley civilization has developed many more beautiful and systematic towns than many other civilization of the world from architectural point of view. तो अगर architectural point of view से हम देखें तो इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन के टाइम के जो लोग थे उन्होंने ब्यूटीफुली अपने टाउन्स डेवलप किए थे और सिस्टमेटिक। जैसे मैंने कहा कि आज के ज़माने में अगर बहुत सारे ऐसे टाउन्स हैं, यू कैन कॉल नाउ इट्स सिटीज़ लाइक many in Gujarat itself, or if you go to Maharashtra, anywhere within India, बहुत सारी ऐसी छोटी मोटी सिटीज़ हैं जहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट हुई है, काफ़ी डेवलपमेंट हुई है, बट जो टाउन या वो सिटी जो उसका कंस्ट्रक्शन जो डेवलप होना चाहिए, जैसे कि कहाँ पे मॉल्स होने चाहिए, कहाँ पे रेसिडेंशियल एरिया होना चाहिए, फैक्ट्रीज कहाँ पे होनी चाहिए, और उन घरों के जो वेस्ट एरियाज निकालने वाले जो पाइपलाइंस हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड ड्रेनेज सिस्टम, वो काफ़ी मेस्ड अप है। सो हेल्थ एंड हाइजीन का ध्यान आज हम नहीं रख रहे हैं, लेकिन उस ज़माने के इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन के लोग ये बहुत ध्यान में रखते थे और अपना टाउन सिस्टमेटिकली डेवलप किया था फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ वर्ल्ड आर्किटेक्चरल ऑल्सो। मतलब वर्ल्ड में इंडस वैली बेस्ट थी, वी कुड कंसिडर लाइक अमंग ऑल ऑफ देम हड़प्पा एंड मोहनजोदारो। यहाँ पे टेक्सचुअल स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक है, तो इट इज़ ई ओवर योर। So Harappan town planning and Mohenjo-daro town planning were considered to be the best town planning. So today I end at least my lecture तो नहीं कहूँगी, but my providing you my lecture in the form of words over here. But you will learn about this at present in video that I am providing you just now, and yes, ancient town planning also you will see just now. So let's move ahead to a short documentary movie related to our ancient Indian town planning.
Town planning and architecture in Mohenjo-daro. In this module, you'll learn about the town planning and architecture of Mohenjo-daro, one of the main urban settlements of the Harappan civilization. One of the most unique features of the Harappan civilization was the development of large urban centers such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Although Harappa was the first site to be discovered, Mohenjo-daro became more well known because it was one of the largest urban settlements of the Harappan civilization. Archaeological excavations at Mohenjo-daro reveal that the city of Mohenjo-daro was divided into 2 sections, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel was smaller but higher, while the lower town was larger but lower. Archaeologists believe the citadel was a fortified settlement and consisted of some important structures such as the Great Bath and the warehouse, while the lower town consisted of houses and workshops. The warehouse of the citadel area was a massive structure. Archaeological evidence suggests that the lower portion of the warehouse was made of bricks and the upper portion was probably made of wood. The Great Bath in the citadel area was a large rectangular tank which archaeologists believe was meant for special ritual baths. The tank was located inside a courtyard and was surrounded by a corridor on all four sides. The tank was mortared with gypsum to make it watertight. Two stepways led to the tank, one from the north and another from the south. The tank had bricks in its edges and a huge drain on one side. Most of the houses in the lower town had a central courtyard with rooms surrounding it. The courtyard was probably used for activities such as cooking and weaving during the summers. In order to maintain privacy, the main entrance of most houses was positioned in such a way that it did not give a direct view of the interiors. In addition, no windows were present in the walls of the ground level of the houses. Archaeological evidence suggests that the buildings in the citadel in the lower town were built on platforms which acted as foundations for the buildings. These platforms were made of mud bricks that were either sun-dried or baked and were of a standard size. The length of each brick was 4 times the height of the brick, and the breadth was 2 times the height of the brick. It's very unfortunate that none of the Harappan architecture has completely survived the test of time. All we see today are the ruins of very sophisticated and advanced civilization, whose architecture continues to be the center of historical debate for so many, because so much remains unexcavated and unexplored. Let's recall what you've heard. One of the most unique features of the Harappan civilization was the development of large urban centers, such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Archaeological excavations at Mohenjo-daro reveal that the city of Mohenjo-daro was divided into 2 sections, the citadel and the lower town. The warehouse in the citadel area was a massive structure. The Great Bath in the citadel area was a large rectangular tank, which archaeologists believe was meant for special ritual baths. The tank was located inside a courtyard and was surrounded by a corridor on all 4 sides. The houses in the lower town were built along roads and streets that were laid out in the form of a grid. Most of the houses in the lower town had a central courtyard with rooms surrounding it. In order to maintain privacy, the main entrance of most houses was positioned in such a way that it did not give a direct view of the interiors. Archaeological evidence suggests that the buildings in the citadel and the lower town were built on platforms which acted as foundations for the buildings.
Let's move on to one more video over here.
Indus Valley civilization. One of the earliest urban civilizations in India, and in fact the world, was the Indus Valley civilization, also called the Harappan culture. About 5,000 years ago, a group of nomads traveling from Sumeria, the present-day Iran, entered northwest India near present-day Karachi. These nomads found a land so richly fertile by the banks of the river Indus that they settled there without hesitation. This area was abundant with water, fodder, and fuel. Over the next 1,000 years, the immigrants spread over an area of 500,000 square miles. Excavations prove that the level of urban planning and architecture prevalent here was incomparable. The anchor for this civilization lay in the beautiful twin cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. The name Mohenjo-daro means Mound of the Dead in Sindhi. The city was built around 2600 BC. These cities were made up of bricks, either baked mud or wood bricks. The baked bricks were a superior version of the sun-dried bricks used in other civilizations. The amazing part was that the workers made every brick of the same size. The type of brick used ensured the durability of the buildings. Despite a population of about 30,000, the city had one of the best sanitation systems. Each house had a well from which it drew water. From a bathing room, the wastewater was directed into covered drains along the main streets. Since all the streets were well drained, the city remained dry and clean. This is evidence of a very modern method of sanitation and sewerage. Mohenjo-daro was primarily an agricultural city. It was situated below the great mountain ranges, with rivers flowing abundantly through the land, depositing rich, fertile soil. This made evident the fact that agriculture was the main occupation. Further proof of this is the presence of a large well, a central marketplace, and several granaries in the city. Near the granary was the great public bathhouse known as the Great Bath. Steps led down to a pool lined with bricks in a huge courtyard. The beautiful bath area had a layer of natural tar. This was to prevent it from leaking. In the center of the bath area was a swimming pool. The purpose of the Great Bath was assumed to be for ritualistic bathing. This is a practice followed by Hindus even today. Houses were well protected from noise, odor, and thieves. Each house opened out onto inner courtyards and smaller lanes, so it was safe. Although some houses were larger than the others, the city seemed to promote an equal society, for all houses had the same kind of access to water and drainage. The city had an impressive defense structure in place as well. Though it lacked outer walls, there were defensive towers in the west and south. Since other Indus cities had stronger defense systems in place, it is speculated that perhaps Mohenjo-daro was only an administrative center.
So with this, we stop our lecture over here, and we start with ancient town planning, but a bit of ahead, that is from Mohenjo-daro. We continue with few more such short documentary movies for making you feel or understand it in a better form. Thank you so much.